Hi, this is Ryan from Into St. Louis University, and thank you for joining the training. I want to go over a couple different questions that are very common that many of our students ask. The first, which state do students participate in OPT? Well, being here in the Midwest, we have many students who are studying and finishing and doing OPT in Missouri, Illinois, but also some of the surrounding states. Currently, we have students in states like California, Virginia, New York. Many of our students are here locally in St. Louis, Kansas City, and even in Chicago. The next question, what is so special about studying at a Catholic Jesuit institution? Well, part of the Jesuit heritage is really strength in education. And here at St. Louis University, we believe in building students, men and women, for others. And a lot of that is really surrounding service. In fact, St. Louis University is ranked #1 in the United States for its commitment to service. Really important for students, especially coming from Korea, in that when you're doing community service, you're not only helping other people, but it gives students an opportunity to practice their English, meet people off campus, and ultimately building things to add to their resume, which really supports them finding an internship or a job opportunity. Now, a lot of students around the world think, why St. Louis or why Missouri? Well, the Midwest is a wonderful place for students to study. Very friendly people, all 4 seasons. This is really the heart of America, where students will really experience what being in the U.S. is all about. But really specifically here in the city of St. Louis, we have access to a lot of different housing options. Very affordable when you're considering the comparison from the East and West Coast. But in St. Louis, we have a lot of big companies, which means students have opportunities for CPT and OPT. Another question that we get often is about our law programs, and really, what is the biggest difference between LLM and a JD? The JD, the Juris Doctor, is really a program that is designed for American students, and that's what an American would take to become an attorney. The LLM is a program designed for international lawyers to get experience about American law. At St. Louis University Law, we do offer the opportunity for international students to apply and be considered for either program. They both allow students to sit for the bar exam. It just really depends on the state for LLM. The other question we get often is about our special aeronautics program, and when can students start flying? If they start in the pathway, students can actually start flying the airplanes from the very first semester. They just need to pass the medical exam before they actually get in the airplane. And we require flight level 2, not 1. Another question about one of our pathways is the MBA and the requirement for 18 hours of work, or 18 months of work experience. Our MBA program has many students from the local area that are working in companies, and we require 18 months work experience so that your students are successful in that classroom conversation and can add value to it. Well, what do we consider for 18 months? It could be a blend of internship, work experience, and military experience. Regarding some of our programs that require a GMAT or GRE, we do have built into our Into graduate pathway programs, GRE and GMAT test preparation course. Not only will this help students prepare for it, but truly understand what the test is assessing and how to do well to ensure that they progress into their degree program. Another question we get are EAP courses, so those English content courses in the pathway count toward graduation. At the graduate level, they do not count, only the academic courses. At the undergraduate level, many of the degree programs will accept some or all of the EAP courses, but it really depends on the degree program. For example, our engineering programs do not accept any, but our business school does. And lastly, a lot of people ask, about living in St. Louis. What is the average cost of living? Well, being in the Midwest, it's a much lower cost of living here. We are in a bigger city, so we have all ranges of opportunities for off-campus housing, from luxury to more affordable. But on balance, the average cost of living for a student should be prepared to spend anywhere between $1,000 to $1,200 per month if living off campus for rent, groceries, kind of those day-to-day necessities. Thank you again for joining the training, and this is Ryan from Into SLU.